Hi there, I'm Tim Woods, Extension Professor in Ag Economics, and wanted to use this segment to share a little bit about CSA programming and thinking of the university as an anchor tenant in a voucher program that can be something that can have much wider benefit even beyond just directly to the university as an organization. In thinking of the university as an anchor player, as an anchor employer, there are several unique things about a university that I think give justification to thinking about the university's anchoring role. One is that the university very often is organized in a place where they can be a wellness leader. You have research-based partners, in many cases a medical school or other kinds of entities, public health within the university, that are missionally engaged and connected in with wellness programs. Universities tend to be larger employers in a community, and so many people within a community have friends, relatives, so it's an opportunity for the university employees to be influencers in the community around CSA. The university has an opportunity there. The university will typically have a strong base of research and extension or outreach programming that can be brought alongside evaluation of CSA initiatives like this, to be able to better evaluate impacts, to help design and fine-tune a program and adapt it to the university and to the community there. One of the things that we've seen at the University of Kentucky that's been a great help for us is even having student programs like a student farm or the student sustainable agriculture program, and having students through their education and training also missionally invested into the CSA model, and brings just one additional dimension of coming alongside the university initiatives, and for the university to have some complementary programming that it's doing with its educational efforts as they're trying to implement an employee benefit program. As we've seen the program play out here at the University of Kentucky, the university, just by virtue of its extension programs, its location in multiple campuses, already has a wide geographic spread in the state. And this allows for us to fairly easily come alongside other employers in the central Kentucky area, particularly, that are in near proximity to where a lot of these farms are already distributing product. But more importantly, it allows us to come alongside some of these neighbor employers in sharing in wellness programs, and sharing in data, and sharing in best practices across these employers as they think about how they're going to adapt and implement these programs themselves. As we think about which kinds of workplaces outside of the university that might come alongside this network or team of employers, of course, it's really helpful to have an employer that's already deeply invested into strengthening their health and wellness programs, which can be for a variety of different motivations, but having people that are willing to champion programs like that within the workplace is really important. Being committed to an employer-wide culture of health is really important as well. But one of the other things that we found that's been also really important is to have the resources to not only support the voucher program initially, but to support the employees as they're discovering how to use CSA, and having in-season support that can be done through a wide variety of different ways that are going to fit and look a little bit differently from one employer to another. Certainly newsletters, social media, cooking demonstrations, if there are dietitians or other people on staff that can provide a consultation around helping employees better understand the benefits of some of the fruits and vegetables and products that they're consuming. Those can be great. But even to be able to work toward having some stronger farm engagements and connections in with the local food system. This is one of the roles that we've seen our Kentucky Farm Share Coalition come alongside employers and really help them to be able to fine-tune and adapt innovative programs that are able to do this. As we've looked at our experience here in Kentucky at the different employee partners that have come alongside the University of Kentucky, we've had over 20 employers that have taken up a voucher program of some type. Almost no employer is the same. Each one of them adapting their program slightly to their scale, to what they're trying to accomplish within their benefits and outreach program. But one of the things that we've also discovered in the value of having a network of employers that are working on programs like this is that there are lots of ideas and opportunities for idea sharing. Here's what works. Here's some verbiage or newsletter or mail communications or recruitment tools or post-season evaluation metrics that can be adapted, and so that these employers aren't having to be reinventing these programs themselves. They can look to an already developed program from the university. And so we're excited to see a lot of new employers continuing to champion these ideas and to advance and strengthen this kind of network of sharing that I think will continue to be a virtuous cycle of benefit that's going to accrue to both our farms, to our employers, and also to our community of folks that are here in the central Kentucky area. Finally, I just want to say a couple of things about our National CSA Innovation Network. We have a national network that has pulled together groups of technical assistance providers that have particularly been looking at these kinds of wellness programs, CSA to the workplace, developing a particular working group where just as we adapted this program from Wisconsin and seeing good ideas that were developed there, it is creating an opportunity for us to have a platform to share ideas and to look at what kinds of innovations are being developed in other parts of the country, and to share and adapt and talk about some of the emerging issues that we see and identify data needs, and continue to be able to, as a collective group, be able to articulate to other entities that are supporting local food systems, here's what we see are the emerging needs around CSA. Other kinds of working groups and programs have been developed in the CSA Innovation Network. Equity to access, a marketing promotion program for CSAs, a data and metrics program. Increasingly, a lot of interest nationally in how do we make CSA more accessible to low-income consumers, and just looking across the country and across communities that are implementing CSA, how do we do these programs better? We have online lots of resources of a resource library, ideas lab as we call them, or webinars where we're talking about some of these latest innovations, these working groups that have coffee chats and other kinds of technical speakers that will come in and help us with our working groups. Lots of opportunity for people that are interested in technical assistance around CSA to come alongside these working groups and resources to learn more about how these idea sharing activities take place in the CSA Innovation Network. So I would invite you to have a look at some of those resources yourself.